My God, hallelujah! Wait, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to hear with a game of Dota finally! This is going to be Complexity Gaming versus, well, not quite House of Gamers. This is going to be HG Casting Erasmus TV, but I am not alone. Some people say that all his potted plants are called Steve.
Dire team pick.
And one day, he lost a race against the Outwolves of Ice Rack. All we know is his name is called Edward.
Wow, dude, that last one, that was no shit, man. That was a burn right there. Me running slower than Crystal Maiden, holy crap. All right. Yeah, all right. The Stig doing that shit, that is so cool. All right, guys. So, welcome
Radiant
back
team
once
pick.
more to another day of esportal Dota 2. The first league here with over 140,000 euros in the prize pool here. We've got some stuff coming up here for you guys. As Banesha did talk about, we have some more matches coming on later on. Going to be some British tournament or some British matches here. Obviously, quite a rarity in and of itself,
10
but
seconds remaining.
obviously we have been we definitely
5
have been
seconds remaining.
tweeting a bit about a kind of a big thing happening here with
time.
House of Gamers. Now we actually did speak with Robin, who is the team manager, and he actually said that they were going to be switching sponsors. So House of Gamers is no more, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be GOL, otherwise known as Game Online. So yeah, that's it, guys. Switching sponsors here is House of Gamers. Some pretty big stuff here for them. I can tell you some of the things that Robin told me about this. Apparently, Game
Radiant
Online is
team
not
ban.
GOL's not. This is not the first team that GOL's actually been committed in. If you guys watched some very, very old Counter-Strike 1.1,
Yeah, 1.1, way before
Right.
1.6 came out.
right, exactly. Yeah,
10
that is
seconds
true. Then
remaining.
they actually had a team in
5 seconds remaining.
Counter-Strike there. So yeah, it's not the first team of GOL here, but it is certainly
Reserve
going to
time.
be a long time a coming here for their resurgence or what have you. Game Online is an internet cafe
Dire
apparently
team
in
ban.
Gothenburg, and they wanted to branch out once more here. And well, that's about it.
Radiant
Robin
team
said
ban.
the reason why we switched is because I'm on good terms with them, and what they offer us is much better. So yeah, some commendable people, and hopefully we will see better stuff coming out here from Game
10
Online
seconds
or GOO
remaining.
in the news, and yeah, that is about it. So with that out of the
5
way,
seconds remaining.
congratulations to Game Online, obviously, for that, and their manager Kakashi for getting that through.
Dire
And
team
well,
ban.
yeah, let's go into the game here between GOL and Call.
And actually, I know that some people who may be a little bit older might be having little flashbacks, in fact, back to the Counter-Strike era, just because, you know, the Complexity Gaming are also, you know, they were
Right.
originally
10
well known for their
seconds
Counter-Strike
remaining.
teams, in fact. A very, very good American organization, now picking up
5 seconds
the
remaining.
old, not quite DRD from Heroes of New Earth, but close enough with Swindle Melons and Moonmeander,
Dire
possibly the two
team
most
pick.
well-known teams on well-known names on that team. As we're going to be going straight into this game, as we do have that Lion first pick we've been seeing quite a lot of teams go for, with the Venomancer second on Complexity, and Game Online also picking themselves up a Troll Warlord and a Witch Doctor.
Yeah, for sure. So these two heroes once more here, man. We've been seeing more and more of Witch Doctor and Troll Warlord, specifically
seconds
Troll
remaining.
Warlord. I feel like.
As-
Um,
It has
I-
been interesting, actually, in terms
5
of the more
seconds
recent
remaining.
metas, in the sense that generally what you had was that because of Dota had, you had around about
Reserve
4 or
time.
5 heroes that were just plainly better than every other hero in the game. So
Yeah.
they were first pick and first banned, but right now, I think we've got a Juggernaut and an Omni Knight banned out in the first 2 picks and from Complexity Gaming, and we're really starting to see that these picks and first bans and first picks are less due to how good the hero is and just simply due to how the meta currently is and just general teams' feelings and how they wish to play for. And it is actually really nice to see these heroes basically jump in and out of favor
Radiant
so quickly.
team
As we
pick.
just see a Wind Ranger picked up. As that's
Oh,
another hero
that's
that-
interesting. I really like that. It is going to be really cool. I actually think that Shackle Shot is one of the better spells in this game here, and I might be a bit of an advocate for maybe giving it a slight nerf. I feel like the Shackle Shot spell is incredibly good on that hero. There is a lot of things that
10
are
seconds
good
remaining.
and bad with that with Windrunner, but I mean,
5
Shackle
seconds
Shot
remaining.
3.74 on a Q spell. That's very good.
Reserve time.
I don't actually see it getting nerfed just because that's not the way that Ice Frog balances things.
No, no, no.
If anything, she'd get nerfed to like maybe a wind run or something like that. Just because of generally what Ice Frog does for balancing is he nerfs the weak parts of each hero rather than the strength, so that you get this huge diverse lineup of every single hero being different. And you do see a Legion Commander going to get picked up, which is an okay pickup. Got that duel, got that lockdown, a very popular offlaner just because he's very, very difficult to go up against.
Yeah, for sure. So Legion Commander, I actually like him a lot. But although we actually saw what game was that yesterday? We actually saw that game where the Legion Commander that we saw being played was actually very, very lackluster in terms of duels, I do believe. Not really the best game for
5
that Legion
seconds
Commander.
remaining.
Hopefully, we will see GOL actually
Radiant
do some
team
really
pick.
cool stuff with Legion Commander this time around. But yeah, indeed, Enigma is going to be picked up here for Complexity Gaming. This is a very, very mid-game oriented lineup, I feel like.
What's even more interesting about that Enigma pickup is generally, I guess Wind Ranger will probably end up going mid with Enigma in the jungle, and that does tell me they might want to go for a carry Venomancer.
10 seconds
Exactly.
remaining.
It's very interesting, this lineup here coming out from Complexity
seconds
Gaming right
remaining.
now. Wonder whether or not they're actually
Reserve
is
time.
this the plan that they're actually going for, or do you think they got like maybe scared of GOL or got outbanned or something?
Well, no, as in this is obviously a strategy coming out from Complexity, because Wind Ranger and Enigma are not two heroes that Game Online can force you into, especially with their picks. As in, this is basically Complexity Gaming have their entire plan is about winning in the first 20-25 minutes and making sure it never gets to that late game dominating period where Troll Warlord and Legion Commander can start doing their thing. As we do see Game Online, I do think they are going to need some early game protection just to be able to weather this storm.
Yeah.
If they can weather the storm, that's going to be the question.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm interested in these
Dire team
bans
ban.
here. Coming onto or looking at Game Online here, I think we're going to be looking at a mid ban coming out from Call here. And well, speaking about what Complexity needs, do you
10
think they need a
seconds
mid
remaining.
too?
I don't... Well, here's the thing.
I mean, you said that the
5
Wind Ranger
seconds
was going to
remaining.
go, was it mid? But
I guess you can go on the... As in, the thing
Reserve
is that
time.
they've theoretically got 3 heroes right now that can all go mid.
yeah.
As in, one of them can go on the offlane. The Wind Ranger is an offlane hero.
Yeah.
And Enigma is a mid hero himself. He actually used to be played mid for a little bit at the beginning of Dota 2 before he came
Do you
off in
believe-
popularity.
I do believe there even was a Fnatic versus DK game in TI4 where Big Daddy No Tail
Radiant
actually
team
played
ban.
Enigma in the mid instead of in jungle.
And I do think that because of that Zeus ban out there, they are going to send Wind Ranger on the middle, though. Just because of... Zeus is a very, very good hero against Wind Rangers. Obviously, the evasion does nothing against the Lightnings of Heaven.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, true. That is very true. So, yeah, probably going to see that Wind Ranger
5
mid,
seconds
or at least
remaining.
that's what they're thinking right now, and then Game Online is going to be
Dire team
banning
pick.
out Wraith King here instead. Okay.
As in right now, I guess the huge advantages Complexity Gaming have is just simply a case of they can do anything they want at the moment. As in, all but one of their heroes can be a core, all but I think one of their heroes can go mid. And even then, I have seen Venomancer go mid occasionally, and Venomancer and Wind Ranger both are offlane
10
heroes,
seconds
and we have
remaining.
also seen both of them in that carry position. You've got a lot of flexibility
5
from
seconds
Complexity
remaining.
Gaming. In fact, dare I say, they have a lot of complexity available.
Reserve time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if we see what you were talking about is that Complexity really needs to weather the storm here coming out from Game Online. The one I'm talking about here is the Witch Doctor, Legion Commander, Sand King rotations, which are going to happen inevitably at some point here.
Radiant
interesting
team
thing we're going to see
Oh.
here is Earthshaker is going to be picked up.
Again, another hero that can be played as both a mid and a support.
Do you think we're going to see support Earthshaker or Daedalus Enchant Totem Blink Earthshaker?
I honestly, at this point, I don't know. As in, generally,
Right.
if you want to have an Earth, I guess, if I was to say so, Earthshake is probably going to go mid with the win range on the off lane, just because
10 seconds
right now
remaining.
Yeah,
Complexity
that's-
Gaming want to win early. And an Earthshaker carry is one of the
5
best ways to win
seconds
early because
remaining.
his Enchant Totem is one of the better, pre-30-minute carrying spells in the game. It
Reserve
scales off,
time.
but at the same time,
5
before then,
seconds remaining.
Earthshaker could possibly be one of the most dangerous carries in the game. As you see a
Silencer. That's very good in the mid game here if you do get that level 6 up on Silencer. Now Moonmender is actually going to be playing Earthshaker here in this game. Very interesting. Obviously, if you guys are not really sure who that is, Moonmender has been playing Heroes of New Earth for a long, long time.
I think
Made
he's also known for his streams and his...
Right, yeah, but he made his name in Heroes of New Earth, switched over to Dota here in the past couple years, and yeah, as you said, he's been known for his streams and his rather interesting state of mind from time to time.
I'm sure practically everyone has seen at least one speech from him.
Yeah, yeah,
10
exactly.
seconds
So yeah, gonna be interesting.
remaining.
Wow, I can't believe we actually got this game underway.
Yeah, a little bit late.
Sixth time, man.
Limps.
Jesus.
He did eventually manage to get into the game playing Heroes win
Prepare
range.
for
In fact,
battle.
no, we're not even limping at all on that hero. But either way, we're going to have a pause.
Oh no. Apparently the shop is bugged now.
Oh, that is actually
Jesus.
weird. I actually do occasionally get that, where you can't open the store up no matter what you do. So you
Yeah.
have to restart the game to get back in.
Right.
Which is
Actually,
weird.
Yeah, true. Now, another thing is that, assumably, the esportal admin told us that this was not the only place, this was not the only match where we actually had routing issues. Apparently, there was a lot of other matches that had some issues with getting started too. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of things going wrong here. It seems that part of the internet is being killed here right now, it seems. But yeah, hopefully we're gonna get the shop working. No more router issues is gonna ensue, and yeah, we can get this game going as soon as possible here. So, unpause coming through here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think he's got to go restart the game, not just reconnect. Just give me a moment.
Can't open it. GG. I can open it for sure. Can you do so?
Yeah, I can. It was as in I remember I had it once at a LAN match in Epic LAN, where just like right at the beginning of the game, like, oh, I can't buy my items. Fun. Which is just solved by restarting the game. Fastest game ever recorded in Dota 2 history. Yeah. Actually, it's probably not the longest in terms of delays. In fact, back in my CS:GO days of casting, I did actually once wait, I think around about 5 hours for a match to start.
Yeah, there has definitely been some interesting amount of waits here. Actually, if you guys follow StarCraft 2, there was a game a couple days ago with a Danish guy called Lillekinen who actually got a ban from the rest of this WS season, which is the main tour of StarCraft 2. Because apparently he was cheating. But the thing is, that game was actually over 3 hours long. I think it was even closer to 4 hours.
Someone was cheating in a pro.
Yeah, was...
There has actually been a few issues with that. It's like right now, Counter-Strike having issues with
that's right.
match fixing, and the vaccinations have been going on.
The vacations.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right. Well.
Looks like we are going to get started. So this is going to be the first game of the night. This is going to be Complexity going up against GameOnline.
Yeah, the first game being played by the new House of Gamers here, which is going to be GameOnline.
And they're going to be made up by a moment playing on that Legion Commander. We've got Witch Doctor going to be picked up by Just Why. You've got the Sand King going to be played by Naturel, because you're worth it. Flash Strike going to be playing the Troll Warlord. And last but not least, we're going to be having the Silencer on Melum.
Yeah, and on the dire side, it is going to be complexity, and we're gonna have Moonmender playing on the Earthshaker here. In the top it is going to be Swindle Melons on the Venomancer together with Biver on the line. At least the two supports here for now. It seems. Svreak is going to be playing the Enigma here, and well,
The battle
oh, there we go in the
begins.
mid. Going to be Limp on that Wind Ranger. Kind of an interesting lineup here. So. Earthshaker bot, Wind Ranger mid. We're gonna have Enigma probably in the jungle as it seems right now. And then in the top gonna be Swindle Melons playing the Venomancer core here.
So we're going to be having an off-lane Earthshaker, which...
Try saying that twice, dude. Or even just 3 times. Swindle Melons, Swindle Melons, Swindle Melons.
Swindle melons, swindle melons, swindle melons.
You had to take a stop there at the second
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Oh god.
I say this is a very interesting thing where we do have an Earthshaker picked up on this on the offlane for Moonmender, which is very, very weird. I don't think I've ever seen it happen before. I do understand where it's coming from. The Sand King probably going to be jungling pretty early on, going to be getting all the stacks in, so not going to be quite as much in the lane. And he does do a pretty good job against his Silencer, as his Enchant Totem does get rid of that Curse of the Silence.
Yeah, for sure. That's really good, actually.
In the meanwhile, here in the middle, Limp is going to have a pretty good time against Slash Strike as well, just because of he's able to dodge all of that damage coming out when he tries to go for that initiation in terms of kills. While up here on the top lane, well, I'm guessing Legion Commander is going to be having a perfectly fun time in this against this dual lane.
Yeah,
We
this
see
is
possible
very
initiation.
interesting.
It might be in a bunch of trouble. He is going to get galed up. He's going to be able to get away though with a
Very nice
press
press the attack. All right, Biver. What an what an interesting name, Biver. Well. All right, so Biver gonna be trying to. Well, he wanted to actually get some pulls coming out here from the hard camp. Right now, Swindle is just gonna be sitting here, just actually playing his own game here. Legion Commander can't really contest too much here. We do have in the lead in terms of last here gonna be Limp on the mid lane here, together with Venomancer and Enigma actually. So they are doing pretty well here. Complexity in the first couple of minutes here of this game.
Yeah, obviously Complexity probably would be considered the favourite for this matchup. House of Gamers, or at least GameOnline, I mean now, probably one of the better teams in this tournament, but at the same time, still have been kept around that middle of the tier 2 pack in terms of competitive teams. While Complexity, they got to the finals of the Summit America's qualifiers. They've done a lot of very, very good stuff in the American scene, and although the American scene is behind the European scene to some extent, as in they do turn up to a lot of tournaments and do win a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure. Now, well, Biver just gonna keep trying what he seems to be failing a bit here right now, which
Radiant's
is
middle tower is
do
under
some
attack.
decent stack pulls here. We do have Moonmender with some pretty good fissures here, actually dealing some damage to Melon. Probably is using that a bit for his last hits as well.
Yep, he's mostly just trying to avoid all of this Mon and degen coming out from the Curse of the Silent. But either way, it's worth noting right now that the main thing that's helping Complexity a lot is that this Enigma's basically getting free farm. Enigma is possibly one of the fastest farmers in the game if you can just simply get that free farm jungle.
Oh, Limp. Very close to actually dying off in the mid lane. Looks like Slash Strike had a thing for him here, but yeah, he gets to live on about 60 health or so, it seemed. Very, very close. He actually does get his bottle out here, so he's going to be just fine. Very, very decent timing here.
Yeah, right now he is kind of winning this middle lane right now, as in a few last hits in their favor, but nothing really between these two. I would consider these two mids to be very equally matched up just in general. In the meanwhile, in this bottom lane, it's worth noting that the Earthshaker isn't quite getting as much as maybe would be hoping for. Currently only on 5 last hits with a level 3 going on, while the Legion Commander on the opposite off lane, level 4, picking up some okay farm, 13 last hits, 1 deny, and also a bounty in a few more moments.
Exactly, and well, Natural just trying to make his way towards his what seems to be his Blink Dagger right now. He's sitting on 1,300 gold right now. Getting closer and closer to either some smaller items first and then his Blink Dagger, or just straight up a Rush Blink here. We do have an Enigma doing actually he's doing
Dire's top
pretty
tower
decent
is
here, I
under
feel
attack.
like. Soul Ring and is it okay? He got some boots coming out to him right now. All right.
Yeah, it
Slash
looks like he's
strike.
picked up some boots, got a smokers, not quite the ward as well, but at the same time we do see this Enigma. It's what happens when you leave Enigma to free farm. He goes off and free farms, especially
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
jungle.
He definitely is having a good time here. Biver taking a lot of damage here from a moment, but is going to be fine here right now. Some good overwhelming odds here is making sure that Legion Commander actually is getting some lasses onto the table here right now, I feel.
Yeah, and this is the issue you've got when you're going up against the Legion Commander in a 2 versus 1 situation. It's just so...
In the mid here, slash strike. Oh, the black hole actually comes out as well. Shackle shot, not even necessary. Power shot coming out, and that's going to be first blood. Very nice.
But it did end up being a trade right there as the tower did end up finishing him off. He was killed by the Radiant, so he wasn't quite a kill for the Troll Warlord, and does mean that Complexity will get the better of that with a 500 gold lead. But at the same time, maybe quite hoping not to get that death on his shoulders.
Yeah, for sure. And now Wind Ranger is sitting on phase boots here. Probably going to be building into... Whoa. Limp. Just doing some harasser. Might get there a bit faster. Oh, is that going to be a good shackle shot? Oh, it is. Very nice. But a moment is actually there too to press the attack onto Troll Warlord, so he's going to be fine too. And now a moment is actually just chasing onto Biver here right now. This might be very bad. Although he does get a bit scared here of a potential counter initiation here coming up from Swindle.
Yep. A little bit of a shame right there, as I do think he would actually got that kill if he had he continued, but at the same time didn't quite have enough map vision to be able to go check all those areas of to make sure the second support wasn't coming in and to be able to mess up his day, so to say.
Yeah, for sure. And well, a moment. Still just going to be sitting. I actually really feel like Legion Commander is going to have a really good game here in this game. 6 minutes in, or 7, he is going to be sitting on 6, on level 6, as well as Boots and Bottle here. So he's doing quite all right here right now. If we look over at Earthshaker on the other side here, Moonmender. Moonmender is sitting on level 4, and Boots' speed, that's about it.
Yeah, he's got the levels, which is better than what I'd expect from most offlane Earthshakers, but at the same time he's not quite managed to get the farm that you may expect from, you know, the initial carry shaker that I assumed they were going to go for.
Exactly. Now, some pretty good warding coming out here from Wind Ranger. He is going to be able to see everything that actually comes out in terms of ganks here from the bottom rotations here and the jungles here, which is really important because you have a Sand King and a Witch Doctor here roaming around in the in their own jungle here and onto the bottom lane as well. So really good ward here coming on, and yeah, he's going to be just fine from any ganks here in the future.
It is going to be a little bit difficult for them to take out this mid lane, and at the same time, GameOnline, their strategy isn't so much to win this early game just because of Complexity do have a better early game, as in that's always going to be the case. It's just simply going to be a case of can they not lose it hard enough to stay in this game for when they're a Troll Warlord, when their Legion Commander does finally come online.
Dire's middle tower
And Witch Doctor is barely getting that bounty room before he got hexed up here, turned into a frog. Yeah. So apparently, Legion Commander has had a 70% win rate throughout the esportal, the esportal qualifiers here so far, which is really good. Now, once again, guys, if you actually are not too sure of how... Oh, wait, we're going to have to take that another time here because Duel coming out from a moment, as well as an Epicenter. Really nice coming out here from Natural and a moment. That's going to be a kill onto Swindle. The one core here for now, it seems very well played here.
Yep. Very, very nice. And I will say that's actually the main difference we're going to be seeing between this Legion Commander and the one that we cast earlier, yesterday. In the sense of Legion Commander's one of those heroes that needs literally supporting, in the sense of making sure she gets those dual kills.
Well, on the bottom here, Malum gonna pop his silence here. Not going to be enough to save him here. Fissure coming out, that's going to kill him off. Looking like something is actually going to go the way of Earthshaker finally this time around. Battle Trance coming out, not really. Oh, that is because Slash Strike himself actually just needs it right now here for the damage onto the tower. Now Melon's coming in, not exactly. Well, the Gale is going to hit, but no Shackle Shot available. He is going to be able to TP out very nicely. So
Yep, a nice try there to get that kill, but at the same
Radiant's
time we do see
middle
Complexity
tower is
just
under
taking
attack.
a huge amount of damage on this tier 1, and in the meanwhile we do see them also harassing down this bottom tier 1, and it's worth noting that during that kill on the silencer they also got a very big ultimate. That global silence is 83 seconds, as it does look like that GameOnline are trying to get something in return, trying to take the tier 1 top, but at the same time they just don't quite have the same pushing power that Complexity to do with an Enigma.
Yeah, they did get that kill onto that tower there, which is really good.
Radiant's
Or excuse me, on
middle
the
tower has
the
fallen.
Biver, the lion here,
Radiant's
excuse
bottom
me.
tower has
But
fallen.
it isn't really quite a tower now. They did actually take down 2 towers here. Complexity, that is really good past 2 couple minutes here or something for them. Getting 2 towers here. And, well, we can actually see that just a
Dire's
bit
top
here in
tower
terms
is
of
under
the
attack.
net worth. Not too much in experience, but that is obviously granted, seeing as a tower is only good gold here. So,
Yeah, we do see right now that, but the main thing that hurts in terms of a game online is just simply the map control that those tier 1 towers give you. As we do see a possible initiation coming out here, as we see Lion gonna get got upon.
very nice. The duel is not gonna come out here. The Earth Spike, too good as well. He is very low on health there
Dire's
right now,
middle
Biver.
tower is under attack.
Surely he's
Yeah,
gonna
I
get going
think
down.
he might live through, or excuse me, might live through the duel anyways. He is gonna get cut off, but no dual damage coming onto him moment, which is really important here, seeing as he actually has 2 dual wins
Dire's structures
already.
are fortified.
Yeah, and you just don't want to get him, because obviously for those of you who don't know, dual damage, every single time you win one of those duels, or basically use that ability
Dire's
and
middle
get a
tower
kill
has
during
been
it,
denied.
you get an additional 10 damage, which, you know, as that stacks up as the game goes on, you often see Legion commanders with additional 100, 200 damage per hit, and then they just start tearing through the enemy team.
Exactly, it's actually so
Radiant's
scary to be up
bottom
against
tower is under
Legion
attack.
Commander here if he actually gets a good start. And yeah, it seems like Legion Commander is getting just that here right now. 102 in terms of kill KDA score here, and a good 40 last here.
He's not
12
quite
minutes.
the highest farmer in the game though right now, as that is going to be going towards the 2 cores on Complexity. Going to be that Venomancer who's basically not quite free farm up here on top, but at the same time a very nice job. Only 1 death going on second with about 5k gold, and also here on the Wind Ranger having a pretty good game herself, mostly beating the Troll Warlord. In fact, beating
Yeah, for
quite
sure.
considerably.
Yeah, true. And, well, so let's see here. Some power shots coming out here. Limp just going to be farming up here in the mid. Actually, Legion Commander gonna pop his battle trencher. It seems they actually got a kill off top here. That's another duel. Oh, wow. They were up against a DD Rune a moment, Legion Commander, with a Sand King and with battle trance.
Yeah, that's
Not... Yeah, that's not... That never turns into a good outcome here for Complexity. That is actually just straight up scary.
However, here's the thing that's worrying me on Complexity's side, in the sense of they took those 2 tier 1
Dire's
towers,
top
and that was a very
tower
nice
is under
thing.
attack.
But after that, they're just giving up so many kills that even if they do keep taking this map control with the pushing power they have, eventually this Legion Commander and Troll Warlord
Up
will be-
top here, Global Silence coming in. What a play here! They're gonna kill off Lion first, then Enigma as well. But we do have Swindle coming in here. He's actually gonna duel up on Swindle here. Not really the best thing to do, and that's actually gonna give 14 damage to Venomancer. Oh dear.
Yeah, Venomancer ended up winning that duel quite nicely.
Yeah.
Very nice TP coming in from Limp, so that almost looked pretty good. Almost looked like effectively 3 free kills, but still ended up being a 2 for 1.
Dire's
Probably
middle
slightly in
tower is
favor
under attack.
of a game online for around about 500 gold.
Yeah, and now, well, Moonmender. Oh, he's gonna go in on Malum here. Is that going to be enough damage here right now? It doesn't
Radiant's
really
top
seem
tower
like it.
is
And
under
Death
attack.
Ward, everything coming out onto Moonbender, and he goes down for sure here. That's a kill for Silencer. The first one he's been in range of here
Radiant's
is
top
going to be the
tower is
first
under
stolen
attack.
intelligence he actually has. Now,
Dire's
another thing to
bottom
know
tower
here
is
is
under
that
attack.
Limp actually has his Maelstrom here 13 minutes into the game. This is really scary, I feel like, man. Wow, look at this actually. 91 last hits up on Limp here right now with Maelstrom, Phase Boots, Null, and Bottle here.
Dire's
This
bottom
is actually
tower is under
crazy. 14
attack.
minutes into the game.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
this
under
is a
attack.
really nice farm there coming out for Wind Ranger. If we have a quick look at the gold per
Dire's
minute, that's going to be
structures are
almost
fortified.
500 at this point in the game, as in only 15
Dire's
minutes
bottom
in.
tower is under
Very,
attack.
very nice, but at the same time, that doesn't stop the fact that they're starting to lose
Dire's
towers of their own.
bottom
In fact, they're
tower has
equal in terms of
fallen.
towers against this. What
Radiant's
many would
top
consider to be
tower is
far
under
later game
attack.
team, as we see Legion Commander gets another
There
duel
we
win.
go.
This time on
Finally.
Venomancer.
Getting the revenge. We'll probably see a Nemesis screen if we were playing TF2 right now. But yeah, so Legion Commander, is he going to go for that Blink Dagger? Yep, there we go. He's going to be able to get that after he got that kill onto Venomancer there, obviously. I swear, man, I need to play some more Legion Commander. This guy, I don't think I've ever played him.
I've played him once or twice. He used to be really amazingly broken when his
Dire's top
overwhelming
tower
odds was
is under
effectively
attack.
a long-ranged Echo
Dire's
Slam on
structures
18-second
are
cooldown.
fortified.
Obviously now, after the nerf before they put him in
Dire's
Captain's
top
mode, he's
tower has
a little bit
fallen.
more reasonable, but still a very, very good hero if you could spiral out of control with him.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, let's see here. So, Biver going to be warding up here right now. Looks like they actually saw this ward coming down. And there we go. Very nice. In range to actually taking it down.
Very unfortunate there for
Yeah.
Complexity. And right now, Complexity, they're not quite behind in terms of... They're behind in terms of experience. GameOnline taking a huge lead, that 2,000 experience and only around about 60 minutes, and pretty good considering the deficit they came back from.
Yeah.
The gold only just breaking into their favor now, and considering they're against an early game team, this is not looking good for the American squad.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, up top here, what's going to happen here, Natural? He needs to have that Blink Dagger, but he doesn't. Sentry comes out. Malefice as well. Earthspike, that's going to be a kill onto Natural. Really nice, and even a killing spree going the way of him. Holy crap.
Yeah, we do see Moment maybe in a whole bunch of trouble. He's going to be able to try and get out. Will the Blink Dagger? 3 seconds. No, they know
that's
exactly
going
where
to
they
work
are.
with the Poison Sting and the yeah, it's just
That
too
wasn't
much
shot.
damage over time here. In
Does
the
Blink
end.
Dagger come out onto the Wind Ranger? Blinks
Oh.
all over the place right now.
Oh, that's so scary, actually. Being up against... That's a 3.75 stun shackle shot, almost guaranteed on the Wind Ranger now that he has that Blink Dagger there. And he has the Maelstrom plus the Focus Fire here. This is so scary, actually, I feel like, right now.
Yep, I definitely would agree with that. It's going to be a case of can Wind Runner, or Ranger, I don't like change.
Nope, me neither.
Radiant's
Now,
top
can the
tower
Wind
is
Ranger
under
do
attack.
the damage that's needed to basically turn around the fact that this Legion Commander and the rest of the Gaming Online
Yeah,
team
Radiant's
have
structures are fortified.
started to take control of this game
Radiant's top
with
tower
this
is
game
under
team
attack.
effectively.
Yeah, this lineup looks very scary in the later stages. We do see Silencer actually going down in the bottom lane here as Limp takes him out very professionally here. But, I mean, oh, up top here, we're going to go in.
Radiant's top tower
Deathward
has
coming
fallen.
out. Earthshaker, he's going to go down first here. We're going to see some Poison Nova coming out here. Swindle is going to get dueled. That's going to be some damage coming out for him, too, here.
Dire's
Freak
middle
going to
tower
try to
is under
TP out here. Is he able to? Oh, so close, but Natural, in the end, not quite close enough here to actually Burr strike in and cancel that
Dire's middle
TP.
tower
And
is
now
under
Sand
attack.
King gonna get some press the attack regen here, and he's gonna be just
Radiant's
fine.
bottom tower
In the
is
end, a
under
pretty
attack.
decent team fight here for Game Online, I feel like.
Yep, it was a 2-0 in exchange for a tower, and that's going to be a 1.5k goal swing in favor of Game Online, as it looks like they want to start going to the aggression themselves. We just look at the movement of this Legion Commander. She's got 58 more extra damage, and this could be a very, very dead enigma if he's not careful. But he is going to spot out a moment first.
Oh, this is really bad. We're gonna see some damage coming out here, even some stolen mana to Power Shot coming out. There we go. Last hit here coming out from Limp, and that is gonna be the killing blow here. Very nice.
So maybe a
Rod
little
of
bit too
Atos,
early.
dude. Rod of Atos is actually the preferred item for Enigma.
Nah, that's
Not
a little-
BKB or a Mechanism or Bling or anything.
Well, it has been a little bit interesting, as I did think he was going to go mech this game just because of the lineup on Complexity said that they wanted to finish early. But at the same time, the mech has kind of fallen off in popularity against the Enigma.
Yeah,
Just
true.
because with the nerf to his mana pool, with its mana pool, I mean, as well as the fact that early game finishing by the 20-minute pushers are not quite as powerful in this latest patch, it does mean that that early team fight healing ability no longer is as favored as something like, for instance, a slow that can diffuse. Effectively also acts like a diffusal blow.
Yeah, it is really true. It's a very nice ability here, and well, Sfreak just keeping that farm up here. He's on 1,500 gold. Is he gonna go for Blink or BKB next? As I do believe that is probably gonna be the next item preferred here from.
Look at Moonbeam though right now, currently sat here in the bottom lane. He's waiting, he's hoping. Just waiting for the suns to go a little bit closer.
Enchant Totem is up here. He's got the Blink Dagger. There's a lot of targets around him here right now. If no, the Echo Slam got used too early here. Is it the lag? Is it the blink delay now? Something went wrong here, but that was definitely a misplay coming out here from Moonbender, botching his 150-second cooldown Echo Slam.
Oh, that was so painful. You can hear 1,000 Dota players cry out in pain and all be silenced at once.
Exactly. Oh, dear God. Oh, well. Not the end of the world, but definitely a misplay here. They're going to try again.
That would have been a kill on that silencer for sure if he'd got that blink.
Wow, look at the statistic here. Blink has been picked up 1.5 million times, whereas Errata of Atos only just above 1,000 times here on Enigma here.
Yeah, I think that's actually rather surprising considering how rare the Rod of Atos is just in general, because generally, heroes who want to pick it up want to get Yule's first or a Force Staff, and you never really get to that point where you can start getting those luxury items such as a Rod. I think there's only a few heroes it really works on, such like Scarif Mage or even Enigma.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, now, do have Wyatt sitting in the mid here. He's actually going to try to go for his Aghanim Scepter here. It's going to be about 1,400 gold away from that. So, pretty close, I would say, right now. We do have Moonbender in the bottom, just sitting on what seems to be him working towards, well, what do you think here? Like, Force Staff now? Probably not. What else could it be here, you know?
Well, as in a Force Staff does work to some extent. He's obviously not going for pure Carry Shaker per se, just because he's not had the farm. But at the same time, generally you do see Earthshakers pick up a Force Staff, just to give them even more mobility. You can blink in, get the Echo Slam off, and be able to Force Staff a way out, or just Force Staff forward and get that additional range on your fissure.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, he's going to try to do it again here. He's got about 15 seconds left. Just going to pop out a fissure here for now onto Silencer, make himself known, and though we do see that Force Staff there being built, he's going to TP away here for now, and, yeah, that's about the end of it. Actually, I have Slash Strike walking around here up top. A moment here to waiting for something or what? We'll have to see.
He's gonna have to be careful, but at the same time, the Enigma is kind of on his own. As we do actually notice the Enigma kind of realizes that.
Yeah, he's on his own here right now, and oh, there we go. He actually does see him now. Okay, so TP coming out now as he realizes Enigma is backing off here. So.
And surprisingly, we do see both these two teams kind of playing a little bit defensive in terms of they're kind of both looking for that initial pick-off to be able to make something happen. But nothing's really happening because everyone's just playing very, very smart. There's been no sloppy movements. There's no people out of position. Though we do see Moonbender, he's kind of waiting. Can he get it this time?
Moonbender has been doing this for a long time, and he's been trying. There we go. He's gonna go in on Y instead here. Actually, no Maledict gonna be able to be popped here. You can actually blink away here right now with that Force Staff as well. I don't think they're going to be able to find him here right now between the Force Staff and the Blink Dagger, so he's going to be fine.
Yeah, they
but we do have a lot of people here in the bottom lane on the side of GameOnline here right now. Or yeah, well, in the mid though, a moment. Oh, he's going to duel up on Windranger so late. Okay, that was interesting. I mean, what he wanted to do was try to delay his own death for as much as possible here, but yeah, in the end, it just didn't work, and yeah, he gave away 14 damage to Wind Ranger.
Yeah, as heroes go, as in Wind Ranger's one of those, you definitely don't want to lose the dual damage to, just because of her ultimate focus fire increases very, very nicely with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage coming out there. And, well, actually, we do see Moonbender getting killed off here in the bottom lane. Moonbender has been staying down here on his own lane for a long time, actually, I feel like. And, yeah, he just goes down here. We do see Crimson Gore coming out from Enigma here, so I mean, not the conventional items that you would usually see here. No Blink Dagger, no BKB, nothing of the sort, and well.
What's really interesting is that this silencer right now, we're talking about the dual damage on Legion Commander being 58, meaning she's won around about 5 duels. But on the opposite side, we do see the silencer only stolen 4 intelligence so far, so only been in range of 2 kills, which. If you want Silencer to carry, he does need that intelligence, needs that additional damage, needs that additional mana pool, just to be able to start taking people out, so to say, in the late game with huge amounts of orb damage.
That's actually true, and something that's very interesting about that is the fact that I feel like both the Legion Commander and the Silencer kind of needs that. They kind of both need these kind of ganks coming out here for them to actually excel. We do see a moment actually trying to go for a kill here, but the Rod of Atos is too good, and also the fact that Lion is there to back him up right now.
Although we do see that Y maybe a little bit too aggressively. Z3 going to slow him up with that Rod of Atos. Rod of Atos just so good with the level with Silence is going to be pretty nice as well.
Very good shackle shot.
Trying to make something happen.
Yeah, let's see here. Natural gonna get galed and stunned up here. He's gonna actually try to burst strike away as well as Force Staff. He does use the press the attack here on his friend Sand King here. So much damage coming out from Limp here right now. Is he going to be able to get the kill? He is very close to a Blink Dagger here in the end. Not quite going to be able to find the kill, but very close though.
Yeah, but pretty nice job. Almost picked it up at the same time. Picked up
okay. Okay, apparently Wind Ranger has picked up Scepter 6 minutes and 11 seconds faster than normal.
Yeah, this Wind Ranger right now has just been farming very, very nicely. 532 gold per minute. If we have a quick look at the net worth, she's just jumping way ahead. 2k above the second highest. But the second and third highest are this Troll Warlord and Silencer. Even the Silencer without, as we do see, is going to sheep up a creep. I thought something interesting was happening there, but no.
And, well, the off lane here that is Earthshaker is still just sitting in the bottom lane here right now.
I think he realizes at this point he can't go for Carry Shaker. He needs to make something happen. If you see that Slash Strike gonna get nuked down. Finally, this Earthshaker gets something done with the time he's been standing there.
Yeah. And, well, it's an interesting place for him to be here right now. He is the 3rd lowest level here in this game and the 3rd lowest farm as well. But, yeah, hopefully this is going to be able to excel his farm a bit more here. Yeah, we do see Limb actually just pushing out of this bottom lane here right now. Probably going to be seeing a tower. Well, sometime soon we're going to see a tower destruction. But for now, probably going to be seeing this tower still standing.
Yeah, that tower's going to be able to get away nice and safe, nowhere near deny range. And it's worth noting right now that there's no real difference between these two teams apart from one thing that's kind of happening, is that Witch Doctor is almost close to getting his Aghanim Scepter up, while the line on the opposite side is nowhere near any major items. And I do think that could end up being the difference between these two teams in just sense of once that Witch Doctor gets his Aghanim Scepter up, once all that damage starts coming out in team fights that they just have no return to, that could get a little bit dangerous for Complexities. We do see the initiation coming in. They're not going to be able to catch him up. They will get the duel though eventually. The Epicenter was mostly missed. The Silencer is going to be very good. Fiverr going to be able to escape, and so does the rest of GameOnline.
Well, I thought for a second he could actually turn around there and use his Earth Spike. I do believe it was, but he was silenced there for a good amount of time. Swindle Melons just going to be farming up the Ancients here for now, trying to get what seems to be... Oh, well, what is he going for now? He could be going for... well, Refresher Orb doesn't really strike ring true on this Venomancer here, at least, because, well, the effect is really all that matters here right now.
I guess you could end up going for something like a Veil of Discord, just get even more magic damage, plus the Earthshaker is not going to pick that up anytime soon, and they've got a lot of magic damage. The only worry they've got is that eventually the Legion Commander and the Troll Warlord are going to pick up their BKBs. In fact, the Troll Warlord already got theirs, so...
Yeah, for sure, and well, let's see here. We do actually, we do see Troll Warlord sitting on BKB Shadami here now. Pretty good stuff here, 29 minutes in. It's okay here. It's better come in when you look at how he was doing earlier on in the game. Where remember you were talking about how he was not really the highest farm here, but now he actually is on the 3rd highest here, where Venomancer actually has dipped down to the 4th here instead. And well,
again, and I will say that if we go into the late game, this definitely is in favor of a Game Online, and it is worrying the complexity are currently behind in kills, currently behind in terms of not quite net worth, around about 2k lead for them, just because how well this Wind Ranger has been farming.
Oh well, smoke coming out here from Complexity. Looks like they want to go for this Roshan here, and it might very well work.
Yeah, I don't think they have any idea it's going to happen. And this is
No.
not a line
One thing that might have let them astray here, or might have been a bit of a misplay, was actually placing this ward here. They might, if they were very attentive, if they were SC2, like StarCraft 2 player attentive to it, they might have seen it to the minimap, but yeah, they don't actually here. So Egg is going the way of Complexity, and yeah, they're going to rotate bottom here, maybe see if they can get a tower.
Yep, as we do see right now that Complexity kind of coming towards. They've got the Aegis. They're kind of almost leaving the peak of their power. So if they need to make something happen, it's going to be right now.
Dire's middle
In the meanwhile, we do actually kind of see that Game Online, they kind of know that this is happening, so they're just simply trying to push down all the rest of the lanes and maybe get a 2-for-1 trade in terms of towers. You can see this tier 2 is melting thanks to that huge amount of feather coming out from the Troll Warlord.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, and well, in the bottom here, they do, yeah, as you said, they're going to be trading here, and now a question is, are they actually going to continue in here? Because, well, I think this top tower is most likely going to go down, but this bottom tier 3 here, don't really think so.
Yeah,
This might have been a bit better if Complexity went back, but oh no, Limp gonna get dueled here. Very nice. For now, he's gonna live, but there we go. That's the kill. Egg is coming out. He's actually gonna get the win. Death Ward coming out. Not really gonna be too good here. Finger coming onto Legion Commander here. He's gonna go down very quickly here, and so very nice Limp play here. He's gonna get targeted, but he does have the Aegis, and well, focus fire on the tower here. They're going to be able to get a lot of damage in here for now. They might actually get this in the end. 2k gold up on Wind Ranger after having bought that BKB as well. He does have a 10-second charge up on that for whenever they want to use that. They are getting very close to the objective, that is win within 40 minutes or so at least here. Limp taking some damage, some stuns here as well. Looks like he's going to be fine. We do have the whole of Complexity here just kind of waiting, idling around here as they're waiting for Game Online to actually go on Limb. But there we go. That's the epicenter coming in. Burst Strike, Force Staff coming out. There we see a good Echo Slam coming out from Moonbender. 3 heroes down on the side of Game Online. Sand King didn't make it through. Limp too tanky here to actually die off to that epicenter here. And that is Rax's on side lane's bottom, but they do
tier 3
get
hero middle getting taken out by the Troll Warlord. It's worth noting, but they've come back and trying to defend. The Shackle Shot is going to be good, and he's going to end up going down.
Exactly.
A nice try, not quite. No cigar.
Yeah, exactly. No cigar, but yeah, very, very good here. Complexity is sitting in a very good place here right now. I feel like, although Black Hole onto a moment, he's actually going to pop his BKB now. No duel here to actually use on him here. We do have the rest of Complexity coming in here. They want to find a moment, don't though. Bottle up, but that's not going to be enough to actually keep him alive here. We do have Moonbender chasing on Malem here. This would be so huge if he actually got this. No enchant totem though. He's gonna pop his BKB, but this seems kind of in vain
Dire's
now.
middle barracks are
And
under attack.
well, they're backing off here, and that was a 10-second BKB.
Yeah, 10-second BKB charge being used. Probably
Dire's
slightly in
top
favour,
tower
though, once
is
again,
under
of
attack.
Complexity. As Complexity just basically won that last 2 team fights. We are going to have to wait for me to finish dying a little
Dire's
bit,
top
as well
tower
as
is
the
under attack.
team fight to recap to come up eventually.
Oh my god, are you okay, Beachy?
Yeah, something went down the wrong way at some point.
Oh
Human
dear.
bodies are complicated.
Alright, man. Okay, so let's see here. Well, gonna have Moonbender just going back here together with the Limp. They are actually just farming a bit up here. What is, we're going to see, oh, that's going to be a Demon Edge. So probably MKB here for Wind Ranger. It is really one of the best items you can possibly get for Wind Ranger when you have level 16 and Focused Fire 3 here, because suddenly the mini stuns is not really mini stuns anymore because there are so many attacks. So yeah, very
just
good.
Look at this Wind Ranger's damage right now, 174. If she Focus Fire someone's down and is not being disrupted while that's happening, effectively the only thing that can take her down right now while that BKB is going on is the duel from a Legion Commander, which does have spell immunity.
Yeah, for sure. And well, let's see here. It looks like smoke coming out here from Complexity. It looks like they want to push in the mid lane here instead this time. Really want to push the fact that this lane should not go down here. And well, they're doing a good job here right now. We do have Enigma in the top pushing that, or just making sure they don't get too much of an advantage up top here. Pushing in the bottom as well. Just trying to control the whole map here is Complexity here right now, I feel like. And, well, they're doing a really good job of it right now.
Yeah, as we do have to remember that they are currently ahead right now. I say for the first time in the game, the biggest lead that's been created. About a 7.5k gold lead. But at the same time, Complexity, at 36 minutes in, this is definitely still anyone's game to come back from, so to say. Now we do see Enigma picking himself up a pipe, just straight up casual pipe. Very, very nice in terms of defending against both that to silencer and the sanking huge amounts of magic damage ultimates.
Yeah, exactly. And we are actually being informed here right now that there is a lot of people from the Net Cafe Game Online right now actually watching this first game here of Game Online being played out right now here up against Complexity. So yeah, hopefully you guys will get a good couple, or well, yeah, it really isn't looking too good here for GL here right now. Not really sure what they actually have to do here to give.
Well, I'd say what they need, what Game Online need to do, is just simply a case of weather the storm, avoid losing any more racks, and just simply wait until the Troll Warlord will eventually outcarry this Wind Ranger as soon as he picks up his MKB and various other lovely, lovely items. We see a smoke coming out right now from Game Online. Still hard to not call them that.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard, but we're gonna try our damnedest best to call him GOL here or Gall. Game Online here. One thing to note is that at the moment, well, let's see here, not quite going to be able to find Swindle here, but we do have an Echo Slam coming in here onto Natural first here. Battle Trance going to get popped. Oh, what a beautiful duel, as well as the Battle Trance here. We're not going to see Natural getting healed up a bit here by some Pressy attack. Very nice here. Looks like Game Online and the people at the cafe here might actually get a very good game here to watch of their own right now, but for now we're gonna have to keep the tongue in,
Radiant's middle tower
or at least concentrate as much as possible here. Slash Strike sitting on Demon Edge here right now, as well as 3.4k gold.
Radiant's
one can only surmise that they're
has
actually just
fallen.
waiting for enough buyback money here to actually buy that. Seems to be an MKB as well, but well, could be. I think it's gonna be an MKB as well.
Yeah, but this is going to be a little bit interesting right now. So you see Complexity, although they got a buyback out from the Earthshaker, they also realize that that Silencer ultimate is such a huge cooldown on only
Radiant's top tower
78 seconds still
Radiant's
remaining
top
for that. So
tower
they're
has
just going to use that
fallen.
advantage to start taking out these tier 2 towers. And right now they're going to be looking to do a little bit of harassment on these tier 3s up on top. As in, can GameOnline try and hold this?
And well, we're gonna have to see here as Freak dealing a lot of damage here right now, just using his Midnight Pulse here to make sure that no one's actually out there. And now we see BKB blink actually on Biver here. He blinked in instead. What an interesting situation here. Gem dropped on ground as well. It's going to be a moment picking that up too. 3.9k gold up on him. And this is really good for GOL here right now. They are turning it bit by bit here, at least it seems. And well, natural.
That was
Sandstorm
a
here.
huge mistake there coming out right there from the Alliance. He kind of blinked in, hoped to get initiation, but then just got turned on immediately as the rest of his team just kind of sat there going, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, and right now we actually see Enigma, his decision to go for these tanky items like Crimson Guard and Pipe here might have been a really good decision here because of the fact that there's a lot of physical damage coming out here from GOL. We're talking about Leech Commander, Troll Warlord as well as Silencer here, but enough about that here. We do have BKB from Limp. Not sure he's going to be able to do too much with it here right now. It was a 10-second one. He did get one kill on Sand King. That isn't really enough. Death Ward coming out onto his Freak, as well as a duel, so that's going to be really good damage coming out onto Legion Commander here right now. Well, let's see here. Oh, Blink in, Poison Nova coming in onto a moment and Y here. Global Silence is going to be popped here. Fisher coming out. That's going to kill off Witch Doctor. Very nice. Malem going to take some damage here, but he actually hits so fast here right now. Malem. Godlike Streak coming out here onto Wind Ranger. He's going to kill off Leeching Commander. Oh, but that's a really good kill here onto Lion here as well. Malem, that is. Slash Strike taking so much damage from Limb. But let's see here. Silence is the only one to actually live through this. And can this be the conclusion to this 41-minute game here right now? Oh my god.
Yeah, we just see right now the Complexity are in huge amounts of trouble losing that team fight. And I think the problem was that they used so much on the Enigma because how tanky he was. We see the buyback coming right out. Is there a... No, there isn't. The Moonbender may be in a huge amount of trouble thanks to that buyback. And they got a little bit too greedy. And I don't think they're going to win the game after this now.
Well, it is definitely going to be harder and harder at all times here. Swindle now in some trouble too. He does not have Bling Dagger here, at least for some time. There we are. Oh, so close here, but Swindle actually gets it off. Something tells me he shouldn't actually move into this fight again here as Limp gets out scot-free here as well too. So very nice, and they're going to be able to go back and recuperate here on lost resources here.
So we do see right there that GameOnline, they do survive to fight for another day, or at least another few minutes. And if we have a quick look at the golden net worth, it is, well, it's mostly equalized. As in, we said around about 34-minute mark is around about a 7.5k gold lead, and since then it's mostly stayed stable.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely still in favor of complexity here right now, but as you said the goal for GameOnline right now is just really to weather the storm here. That really is just what they need to do here right now, and I feel like they've done so very well right now. I mean, the only fight they've actually taken outside of base was this one out here, and the reason they took it was because they didn't want to let complexity get an easy Roshan. So I mean, definitely some really good defensive play coming out here from GameOnline right now, and hopefully we're going to see them turning it around for their sake.
Yeah, we do see right now a smoke coming up in this Roshan area. It looks like they want to go for a gank with it rather than go for the Roshan. I do think it's a little bit risky going for the Roshan at this point, just with how much, you know, these two teams can wipe each other pretty easily. It all depends on the initiation and whether they can catch out Windrunner before she can do that huge amounts of damage. Because if they can get that stun off, then this Wind Ranger is going to be basically free food. As we do see that Melon may be in a huge amount of trouble. Slash Strike going to get spotted out. The blink away is going to be from the Lion though, and well, I think the two teams kind of know where the others are. But at the same time...
well, we're going to have to see here. Malem, they definitely see GameOnline here, and they always see Hex coming out. Finger coming out too here, but is it actually enough? Duel coming out onto Limp here, but yeah, he goes down first. Legion Commander here. We're going to see line finally going down here to, excuse me, Sand King here as Veno also takes a kill. Oh, the Maelstrom on Limp. Is he finally going to go down? There we go! What a play here. And now Moonmender in a lot of trouble here. Slash Strike. So much damage coming out here. Buyback actually from a moment. Oh, the beautiful press the attack here. That's going to be able to save him for sure. And now, well, as Slash Strike gets so close here, to be able to kill him off here. And wow, what a complete turnaround here. We did see one buyback coming out here from Legion Commander. But yeah, other than that, that was a 5 for 4 turnaround here coming out
go
from
for Roche. And if they go for Roche right after this with
GameOnline.
everybody in complexity down, they do
Radiant's
have one
middle
buyback
tower
on the
is
Wind
under
Ranger, but
attack.
she's probably not going to try and pop it for the possibility of a Roche. So this is basically a free Roshan, including that lovely, lovely Aegis of the Immortal. So GameOnline, they're back in it, boys.
Yeah, for sure. And well, let's see here. Roshan, Wind Ranger has a 600 GPM. Oh, so apparently she's up 200 GPM here in this game. Well, that is the consequence, or the effect rather, of having her playing the 2-core instead of what usually is the 3-core here. By the way, our stat man today is obviously the other Rasmus here, the Maker as well.
Everyone in this casting channel, apart from myself, is called Rasmus.
It is kind of confusing from time to time, but yeah, we have a Cameron, and we have a Rasmus, and we have a Rasmus, and then some other people.
as far as I can tell, is that everyone in Denmark is called Rasmus.
Yeah, we try to differentiate as much as possible, but yeah, can be confusing from time to time. All right, well, okay, so let's see here. Moonmender going to be picking up a Chrysalis here as Silencer picks up his Refresher Orb. 45 minutes into the game, this is where Malem, the Silencer player, gets really, really scary. We are talking about Sheep, Refresher, and Aghanim Scepter. This, my ladies and gentlemen, is 12 seconds of downtime in terms of spell usages here. Obviously, you can BKB out of silences, but I'm pretty sure that once he pops his Refresher Orb, he actually is going to be able to silence people again, I think. But yeah, we do have 3 BKBs on complexity side here, so the first global silence isn't going to be too much trouble here, although it is really, really annoying to deal with. And these BKB charges, they're getting closer and closer to 5 now on most of these heroes here. Actually, that's not even true. We have 8 seconds on Wind Ranger, 9 on Veno, and 6 on Earthshaker here, so still doing fine.
Very nice job from Complexity using their BKB charges correctly and just not popping them like candy, so to say.
Yeah, exactly. They are not Hershey's bars here for sure. You have to conserve them as much as possible, and well, that is definitely what they're doing right now.
Yeah, as we do see that. I'd say the only main, obviously there's a gold lead we do see from Complexity, but at this point, the gold lead is starting to become a little less worthwhile. So around about a 10k gold lead in favour of a GameOnline, but it's 47 minutes in and they've got the earlier game heroes in this matchup, meaning they don't scale quite as well with big bags of money.
Yeah, true, and actually the experience is quite equal here, even so a bit more in favor of GameOnline here. So yeah, I mean, well, maybe they're going to be able to turn this around a bit. Meanwhile, Complexity, man, they have to finish this at some point here. I really do hope for them that at some point they can find the items or the Roshan or the momentum to kind of push in here as much as possible and maybe finish off one of these towers here.
The thing is, I say that the late game is for GameOnline, but at the same time, they still have an Enigma. In the sense of Enigma is that hero that effectively says it's always late game for Enigma.
Yeah,
Get
if
that
you
big
have
black hole off.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's for another time here. Moonmender is actually going to get dueled up here. Very nice coming out from a moment. He's actually going to overwhelming odds here on Swindle. He does see that Midnight Pulse here, so he's going to know that there is some form of backup here, and he knows he's completely alone, so he probably doesn't want to antagonize this chance too much here right now.
Yeah, so he is going to go back off, just being a little bit more careful as you are slowly approaching that 50-minute mark in the game. But now it looks like it's going to be Game Online who want to start making their way forward. You see the buyback status, and well, the Earthshaker doesn't have a buyback, meaning he's going to be down for 40 seconds and nowhere near being able to come back during that time. And could we see some
Aegis is up on Legion Commander, man. This is really scary, I feel like. Although he's going to have to be really conservative about how he duels here. He needs to live through the duel, and then he can die off here, obviously. Let's see here. Maelstrom Pop coming in here, too. Oh, he's just going to wreck this Belierax here. They do actually get off the Legion Commander here. He's actually going to die off very fast here. Oh, the Earth Spike just barely missing here. Swindle Melons gonna get poisoned over off on a moment and Y here, but that's about it here. They can go back comfortably now as they as they take down almost 600 damage in this tower or something.
That was just like he looked at that melee Rex and it just started to crumble.
Yeah, he's just blue on it, man. I mean, wow.
And that is always the power you have currently from Game Online, in the sense of as soon as they want to start doing things, as soon as they win that team fight, and these towers will just melt with the amount of damage we're currently seeing on the Game Online side. Legion Commander's got 180 plus extra damage. He's got a Maelstrom, he's got a BKB, and 3.7k gold. So saving that buyback money.
Yeah, alright. Well, so we do have Game Online just back in a defensive position again here. They did lose the Legion Commander here. Looks like they really just want to take this to the late game here as much as possible here. My bets are on, if they don't get a really good team fight very soon here, they're not going to go on anything unless they get the next Roshan here. And, well, I wouldn't really antagonize them too much for doing that because, I mean, it's what have been working for them in quite a while here.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, though, we do see the complexity. They are trying to keep that map control, trying to shut down the farm a little bit of these two cores on the opposite side, as they are approaching that area where they don't really carry quite as hard. All the damage is being done by Wind Ranger, so if they take out the Wind Ranger, if they can get the stun up on her, then this could be a very, very devastating team fight for a Game Online.
Yeah, for sure, and well, we're gonna have to see what. Actually, we saw Press the Attack coming out onto one of those creeps. They're pretty interesting. But yeah, Malin definitely gonna have to pop some more stolen intelligences here, which means he's gonna have to get some more kills. Do believe that is one of the things they need to do. He probably also could get something that makes him a bit more tanky. I feel like they have the damage right now. Not too tanky on the silencer here. I mean, 2.3k health is good, but it could be better, I feel.
Yeah, and at the moment, I think the reason why we're not going to be seeing any huge major items within the next 5 minutes, just because everyone's waiting for buybacks. We do see the BKB getting popped instantly by the Troll Warlord. Very nice reactions.
Very nice.
As the Earthshaker kind of jumped in on him and an instant BKB pop, saving his life. As I think that might have been a kill right there. And, getting rid of the buyback on the enemy core is a very, very huge thing to be able to do.
Yeah, well, actually, one thing to know here is that Game Online has been a lot more frugal with their BKB usages here, both on 5 seconds left here on those BKB charges here. They have just been going through the motions here, and now with Enigma picking up a BKB of his own, it's looking as follows: 10, 9, 8, and 6 seconds left on those BKB charges. They're really conservative with how they're using it here.
We do see something kind of sat up here in the corner. He's going to be interesting to see, do you think that Ogre Club's going to end up being a BKB, or is he going for an Aghanim Scepter? As he could actually buy either right now, but he wouldn't have buyback gold.
Yeah, I think maybe BKB wouldn't be too bad here, just because I think Epicenter... he could go for Epicenter too, I think, because some of these heroes are actually very susceptible to that damage if they stack up. Not some of the most tanky heroes in the game here. We do see the Enigma picking up that Crimson Guard and Pipe there, obviously, which is really good. But I mean, other than that, I feel like it's a pretty good item. Yeah, BKB would be pretty good for making him a bit more survival, or making him a bit more doable, I guess. But yeah, it's up to him. I don't know. What do you think, man?
Well, I'm just right now watching Sanking kind of stalk all these supports up here on top.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah,
waiting for that initial ultimate ability, but I do think that a little bit of survivability definitely is required in this game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if this is his playstyle, then Aghanim Scepter is probably not too bad, but yeah, BKB would never be a bad item for sure. It's always really good. Okay, so we do see actually Y putting down some very aggressive wards here, just to make sure that they can see everything actually going on here on the die side. Roshan is actually up again here, so that is going to be the next thing in contention here. Shackle Shahish. Oh wow, very nice. That MKB there and Focus Fire just enough for him to actually get that in. Well, in the bottom here, Battletron's going to get popped here. Poison Nova as well. We're going to see Lion going down very far here. Slash Strike, Finger of Death going out, and that's going to be Troll Warlord down. A moment, meanwhile, going to bite the Dust Tube due to this limp here and his triple kill, and all of a sudden, all 5 heroes on GameOnline is down.
Yeah,
this is
need
really
to
bad.
Make something happen, and they're going to have to force out some buybacks right now. That was a 6k goal swing in favor of a GameOnline. They just got completely destroyed, caught out of position as they kind of tried to go for Roshan at the same time as being initiated upon. And that does mean that, well, the Sand King himself is going to be the one to buy back.
Yeah, for sure. And, well,
it looks like the rest of the complexity, are they going to try and force these buybacks out? They are kind of pushing down here on bottom, but they can't really take... Well, they can just go through to middle from down here on bottom. It's probably a lot faster than going through mid.
yeah, true. And, well, Natural just pushing out as much as he possibly can. Probably going to see this tower going down very... No, actually, Limp is a bit too scared of the Legion Commander and the Sand King here right now. And I think what they want to do is actually just go for that. A is there next up. But one thing that is very, very interesting here right now is actually that Windranger is sitting on 7.7k gold here right now.
Yeah, as in what does she buy next? And she got a BK. She's basically 6 slot at this moment.
Exactly.
Do you
Invisibility.
Aghanim Scepter?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of different things that they can do here right now. I definitely feel that he should keep the Aghanim Scepter just because of the low cooldown here and the fact that he can also get some unique attack modifiers in here instead because of it. So yeah, there are some different things.
As we do see, it looks like the complexity GameOnline do know this Roshan is kind of happening. Z-Freak's going to get initiated upon. The duel comes out. He is going to go down instantly, and this time, very nice job.
I feel like this is actually a very important pickup here because he is the Crimson Carrier and the Pipe Carrier here right now, and he is down for 80 seconds, dude.
You see the silence, just have his silence up and refresher. Can he get it off this time? As we see this Roshan attempt is coming out from a moment. Can a moment get this Roshan while the rest of the team are currently jumping in? They spot Swindle. They're going in on him, but the BKB pop is going to be good enough to save him. But that should be enough for them to be able to pick up this Roshan. Or is it? We do see that the Earthshaker wants to come in. Gonna jump in, get the Echo Slam off the side, so it's gonna be instant. He gets nuked down. Limp might be going down as well. He didn't manage to pick up the Aegis Immortal. That's gonna be going towards the Legion Commander, and they're gonna be initiating upon Venom as he goes down as well. And that is gonna be a full team wipe, this time in favor of a GameOnline.
Yeah, exactly. So buyback coming out from Venomancer, he kind of needs it right now here. We do see another buyback here. They really don't want to lose this tower here. We see Legion Commander actually, he really wants to go for this tower here, but yeah, he can because this Windranger is here and he is ready to actually just focus him down here right now.
Initiate upon and get that kill off. But at the same time, it looks like he's going to try.
Oh, there we go.
Can he
That's
get the
it. Battle Trance.
That is going to be a dieback coming out right now for the Windranger. That's absolutely huge. The fortification is good. So is the stop, but he's going to be coming back to it.
Oh no, Egg is going to be popped here too. Earthshaker is going to have to go back here. Swindle can go in on this. This is melee Rax's, or excuse me, mid Rax's here. Gonna go up top instead. They are really just gonna go for this, hammering him down here right now. Nothing that Complexity can do right now as they are actually missing their core damage dealer here. Poison Nova gonna come out from Swindle. We're gonna see Black Hole. There we go, very nice. Onto Slash Strike and Y here. They're gonna go down to really good kills. buyback coming out here. A moment might go down here. We're going to see Finger of Death coming out from Biver. 2 sets of Raxes down here. Oh, 3 heroes down right now. Don't think they're actually going to use the buybacks here at Game Online because they are in a very good position here right now.
We do see right now that is going to be, although it was a 3k gold swing in favor of Complexity after that last team fight, where it ended up being a 3 for 4 with a buyback on each side, in reality the main thing that happened was this set of racks went down. And all of a sudden this game just got a lot harder for Complexity. Complexity right now, the only set of racks they've got is down here on bottom, so they've only got 1 set of buildings left. That is very, very difficult to come back from.
Only a few components left of 1 lane. Oh well.
At this point, I think it's still anyone's game as we have a quick look at the gold, and just look at that gold difference after that that 1 team fight near the Roshan, and that just shows you how good this team is on the late game on Game Online. They were 10k behind, all the way, boom, up to 2k. I think it's going to dip back down after the last team fight kind of comes back into focus, but either way, we just see how up and down this has been.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, okay, this is just their career flying back here right now, obviously. But yeah, so Roshan is down here right now. We're gonna see Silencer and Legion Commander get up here in the next 10 seconds here. Now, guys, this is not going to be an easy breeze for Game Online here. They're going to have to care as well. You did see how fast these 2 Raxes actually got taken down on the side of Complexity, so they are really going to have to just stay concentrated here for the next couple of, I want to say 10-15 minutes here as they try to get this last set of Raxes down here, as well as the tier 2 on the bottom.
I think it's going to end up being around about 5 minutes, just because that's when all these buybacks are going to end up coming out, and no one's going to really want to be able to go for that kind of team fight.
I think we're gonna see 1 last Roche here, just because it will be able to change so much here in this game. I know if I was in Game Online's position here, I would know that we're in a good position. We're having 1 more lane pushing in onto them. But it is far from over. They have a really good team fight as well, so Roshan would be a definite turning point here for them. I think one thing that was really good for Game Online was the fact that they saw this Wind Ranger standing completely alone by the melee or by the mid Raxus here, and he just went in knowing he had Aegis and went for this kill here. And yeah, I think that might have been a really good play. Possibly a potential game-winning play here for Game Online, but we're gonna have to see how that turns out.
I wouldn't quite go that far at the moment, as this is still very, very much on tenterhooks. Everything
Yeah.
is practically equal in terms of stats, and the only real difference between these two is the Game Online heroes are far more late game oriented. The initiation on the moment is going to be, but that, well, Finger of Death just tickles.
Yeah, true. And that was 1 global silencer. We do have another one once he pops his refresher orb that he has available at his disposal here. Stolen intelligence up to 30 now instead. Much, much better compared to the 2 or 4 in the first couple 15-20 minutes here. Definitely making some headway. For sure.
In reality, the main thing that's been stolen is all this damage on Legion Commander. 216 damage going in favor of her. Currently level 25 as... In fact, let's have a quick look at how the items are going just this late into the game. We do see the Silencer picking up, you know, his usual items. Got that 4-staff BKB, the Aghanim Scepter and Refresher, as well as a Sheep Stick. And I think practically everybody has Boots of Travel right now, apart from a few of the supports.
We have Boots of Speed, solo Boots of Speed on Witch Doctor. We have Mana Boots on Moonmender and Tranquil Boots on Biver. So that is 1 Mana Boots and 1 Tranquil Boot on Complexity, and we have 1 pair of Boots of Speed on Game Online. Everything else is Boots of Speed right now.
Now, a really interesting thing to note
Boots
is
of Travel.
This Venomancer did go for an Ethereal Blade, so trying to go for even more magic damage, which, considering how fast that Game Online did go pop their BKBs with this Troll Warlord and the Legion Commander, it is actually a pretty good item, because it only lasts for 5 seconds right now, as we do see a possible initiation not going to end up happening. In fact, we do see Natural might be the one to end up going down, but he is going to get hexed up in return.
And well, Biver gonna get out here for now, as we did see. This Legion Commander, he just attacks so fast right now. 0.59 seconds per attack.
So he's
That's
attacking
actually
around about
crazy.
2 times a second.
Yeah,
And
around
that's without
about.
Frosty attack, giving him even more attack speed.
Yeah, true.
Which is
Alright.
a lot of damage, so what I've heard.
Wow. Someone did the calculations, huh? Alright, guys, so last standing set of Raxes here is going to be the bottom Rax. Looks like the siege has been started here a bit. Why?
Dire's bottom tower is
Very
under
far
attack.
away from the rest of the team here.
It's worth noting that it's actually a little bit hard for GameOnline to be able to go for the siege, just because that Venomancer wards will always create that wall of defense, so to say. And there's a lot of very nice counter pushing available on.
Yeah,
Complexity.
true. Also, the fact that they have Raxes down there, whereas GameOnline doesn't. So, very good, obviously. And, well, yeah, there we go. Everything just being, yep, killed off here. Yeah, I mean, so I'm not really sure what they want to do here right now, other than just keeping this.
I think they realize that they can't push down through the bottom lane, so they're just going to keep that lane pushed up and then push out this top lane, and maybe even just try and go for these tier 4s. Because at the end of the day, you don't need the tier 3s to win the game.
Or,
it makes it easier.
yeah, true. Or you can also just go for the tier 3s here, or go in through one of the other lanes here, maybe take a fight, and if you win it...
Limb, though, the BKB and the Sun's going to be perfect. Wind Ranger goes down right there.
Dire's
She
bottom
buys
tower
back
is under
almost
attack.
instantly. The
Dire's
BKB being popped all over the place, that
structures are
glowy
fortified.
yellow stuff. Goodness, if I say after looking as well, so we do see that Flash Strike gonna dodge that Earth Spike. Spike had a study that
He
ward.
does have TPs too.
He's going to be able
So-
to get out, I do think, nice and safely. As you see, in fact, right now, Swindle Melon might be in a little bit of trouble. He is not going to quite spot out to stand.
Oh,
He's
no.
also got him.
Ethereal Blade coming in as well as a Death Ward. A lot of damage here, but in the end he goes down and drops a gem of True Sight. Very, very good.
A little bit costly right there for
Yeah.
GameOnline. Either way, though, we do see that Wind Ranger did use that buyback, meaning that she can't buy back for another 6 seconds, and that's absolutely crucial. I do think that right now, GameOnline are going to try and use this, try and take this Roshan that will be up as soon as the Witch Doctor comes back into the game, get that Roshan, then just use the buyback advantage that they've got. As if we have a quick look at the gold, we do see that everybody, apart from the Lion and that Witch Doctor, Wind Ranger, has the buyback.
Yeah, exactly. And, well, Complexity is... I don't know. I think someone... Yeah, we do see actually a Centaur here standing inside the Roshan pit here. And, well, we are... He is probably going to be able to see this Roshan spawning here. We'll be able to live through that damage there. As we do see that spawning now, so they should be able to see it here. Moonmender is farming up a bit here. He really doesn't have too much either here. Force Staff, BKB, Ethereal Blade, and Arcane Boost is about it.
You see right now, Complexity. They're just trying to keep any amount of map control, but at the moment, GameOnline are the ones who definitely have the boots on their feet, and we see that in the gold leaders. They in fact take the gold lead for the second time in the game, and this time with a nice 8k healthy swing.
Yeah, for sure.
Legion is 66 damage away from a Divine Rapier in pure damage,
That is actually just crazy right there.
and you can't even drop it.
Right. True. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Okay, so Slash Strike gonna go in here. Global Sound's gonna get popped here. BKB coming out from Earthshaker. The Gale not really hitting too much here. Y going away. Refresher. Global
Dire's
Sound's coming out
bottom
as well.
tower is under
Looks like
attack.
Malem gonna be able to TP
For a
out.
moment,
here.
he's getting the racks here in the top. He's going
Oh,
in, is he going to be
no.
able to take it? There's no fortification, it's just a
Dire's bottom
moment.
barracks up.
All he
Dire's
needed was a
bottom
moment,
barracks.
and that is going to be Mega Racks.
Radiants now
Mega
have
Creeps
Mega Creeps.
thing.
And, well, a moment might go down here, but he does have buyback, and the enemy team is up against Mega Creeps here.
Yeah, at this point they need to go right now. We do see the Nice death ward there coming out from Y. In fact, Y may end up going down, but I do think he has buyback available.
He's about curses.
Yeah, there we go. So they are actually set to win this game here. I do feel like Game Online. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first... okay, we've done this before. I don't want to jinx it. It's going to be really hard for Complexity now to actually win this game.
Yeah,
We've Legion Commander, between Legion Commander dealing so much damage, Wind Ranger phasing out in terms, or just fading out in terms of core abilities, and yeah, Legion and Troll just getting bigger and bigger here. I don't believe that Complexity is going to be able to make it back to this game here.
Yeah.
But who knows?
At this moment, Game Online don't even need to work to keep the map pushed in their favor.
Right, exactly.
It'll just happen.
Limp does actually go down here. This is extremely bad for Complexity right now.
No
Seeing as he's
buyback
down
for
for
3 minutes.
100, he's down for 2 minutes exactly. This is actually, I think this is game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that has to be game right there. If this has to be in a miracle combination from Earthshaker and Enigma to bring this back. We do see Earthshaker, he wants to go in against Slash Strike. Can he make magic happen? Gonna get the ultimate off, and it does nothing. But they're using everything on him, but Slash Strike is just so tanky. He's gonna grab his Satanic. Can he get away? No, he can't.
Wow. So
he
close.
has that buyback anyway.
Alright, well, Natural to pop his BKB here and TP out for now. He's actually buying back. Everyone's buying
I
back
agree
here.
with this. As
Yeah,
since-
Boots of Speed coming out on the bottom. They're going to go in. Wind Ranger's still not up yet. And yeah, if they want to take a fight here, I'm not sure they're going to win it. About 10 seconds until they get Fortify up here. They're going to have to live 60 seconds without Wind Ranger here right now, and I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, they've got that creep army with them, and sadly they've got no Earthshaker ultimate. They did use
There we go. Freak's going to be gold upon here. Duel coming in. Death Ward offensively on the tier 4s here. Lion goes down as well to the MKB of Troll Warlord. Poison Nova from Swindle just before he dies off. There we go. He goes down. Malefice from Freak, but not going to do too much here either. Oh my god. Freak going to get focused down by a moment. A moment so tanky here. He actually just wants to go in, and he goes down too. But GG, well played, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that is the first game that House of Gamers actually played as Game Online instead. So congratulations to Game Online now for winning their first game up against no less than Complexity. What a game to actually win.
A very, very good matchup, and we are going to be going on to our next match immediately, as they have actually been saving this match for us because this all end up going. So we're going to go straight in this match.
All right,
so
guys.
don't go anywhere. This is going to be Vega versus QS Pass, I think. But I'm going to say that wrong.